Series stalwarts set to slug it out from the front row as they form up for the restart and run 50 green flag laps to settle this. Here's Ralph.
Mike, the update on Austin Cameron's car is that it's been a little bit tight. They've got it fixed up. They're ready to go racing. Now, this gentleman in the black jacket here is Bill McAnally, the man that owns the car that Austin Cameron is driving. This year, he did a low-level development program with Richard Childress Racing. And just a little while ago today, Bill gave me the exclusive story and the fact that they have now gone to a full-blown program between Bill McAnally Racing and Richard Childress Racing for next year. Sarah Fisher, who made her name in the IRL and in midgets and sprint cars, will be coming over here to run a full West Series program for BMR/RCR next year. They will also take Allison Duncan, who will run the Drive for Diversity program in a limited late model up at Stockton 99 Speedway. All of this will be in conjunction with not only Bill McAnally Racing, but Richard Childress Racing. So a lot of those big name teams on the East Coast looking far west as Bill McAnally now becomes one of the strongest car owners on the West Coast. And believe it or not, he started off as a street stock driver at Placer County Speedway in Roseville.
Good story, Ralph. Good job.
Now, great success story. He's got some championship trophies in this West Series.
Going to be fun to watch Sarah Fisher in these cars.
I'd say.
Yeah, she's a racer.
Well, I'm surprised, but Carl Hard did not load that car up and take it to Canada. He wants to finish this out, and he's going to. Backed it into the wall, taped it all up. Good to go.
How did racers ever get along without that tape? I mean, when that was invented, every racer in America must have said, thank you for that.
There's a look at the restart. Let's talk to the crew of the man who will now start on the outside pole. Here's Jim.
And I'm with the crew chief, Perry Wade. And Perry, you guys guessed right for the first 100 laps. How about the last 50?
Well, I hope we're going to hit it here pretty good. I mean, we had some problems in our qualifying race. We had a hydraulic proportioning valve go bad with the rear masters, or with the rear brakes, and they were hanging up on us and just way too loose. And we thought we'd throw everything at it here for the race, and it seems to be working. We just we added a spring rubber to the right rear. It was a little tight in the middle, and we got pretty good bite up off. And we'll see the Mohegan Sun Chevrolet. We hope we'll be in victory lane here.
If so, it would be Matt Kovaluk's biggest win in his career and then some.
Oh, no question. 50 laps to go. Ford and Chevy on the front row. Mike Johnson's in a Ford, Matt Kovaluk in a Chevy. Two very differently prepared Napa Chevys in row 2. Austin Cameron in the McAnally car and Kelly Moore in his own car. In row 2, Scott Lynch, last year's West champ, Joey McCarthy, who led 100 laps here last year. And then Ryan Moore in the 74 with David Gilliland. They'll have to come from the 4th row to get back to the front.
A lot of changes to these cars. Let's see who made the right choices.
Green flag laps only count. This race won't end under caution. We're ready to go and finish the season for NASCAR's Touring Series. Green flag. Even start. Oh, Johnson didn't get into turn 1 that well. They went 3 wide, but he's going to come out well.
Cameron got a great start on the drop of the green, and Gilliland way up into the wall.
There's nobody that doesn't want to lead this on the first lap. Who's it going to be?
Clear pad now. You're good there.
Johnson, then Cameron, then Kovaluk, Lynch, Ryan, and Kelly Moore. Oh, Kovaluk tags Cameron.
Boom! Oh, nailed. Cameron hit hard by Gilliland.
Dude, it ain't your fault. It ain't your fault.
The 3, Sean Woodside crashed into the wall.
Wiped you out, man.
Eddie McDonald running slow. He was in it. Smoke coming from under the hood.
That's screwed.
This is a travesty because, and Kelly Moore has a lot of damage. This is a travesty. All the drivers were told in no uncertain terms at the drivers' meeting, the caution comes out, hold position, slow down. Out of 30 drivers, out of 26 drivers, there were about a dozen who didn't and just kept right on coming.
Eddie McDonald's car really wrecked. Sean Woodside's wrecked.
Now there's Austin Cameron, who is okay after getting turned around at turn 2. They will red flag this race for cleanup. Kelly Moore limps onto pit road. The right front of his car is all crashed.
He's done.
that looks bad.
Yeah. The right front wheel is not even turning on Kelly Moore's car. Oh,
just scraping along.
Yeah. They're not going to fix that tonight.
And I'm corrected. We're still under the yellow flag. We're not yet under red. Ralph?
David Gilliland, a spectacular run, ends in a frustrating way. What happened on that?
Just some people got together and up there and went up high, and I was there, you know, nowhere to go. Just a product of the invert. Not a big deal, you know. That's kind of stuff happens. That's what this thing was made for. It's good, hard racing, and I think the race tonight, just a shame. We had a real good car. I got to thank racecarfans.com and Honda Car. Mark Golembeski, the owner. We had an awesome car, awesome, but can't. Happy. We won our qualifying race last night. We were real strong in the first 100, and that's all we had for tonight. So we'll get them next time.
Jim?
And I'm with Sean Woodside, who got square in the middle of that deal. Sean, what did you see coming off of turn 2?
They wrecked and looked like Gillen kind of went up in the air and came back across. Nothing he could do. And he just clipped the right rear there and stuffed us in the fence. But I think it was better just to get it over with. It's a painful event here so far for us. But a lot of, I don't know what happened this weekend. It wasn't good for us, though.
You guys had clutch problems, overcame that. You overcame a spindle search on the West Coast here. You overcame that, lost some practice. How was your car? Looked like it was all right.
We actually raised track bar and changed about everything in the car at the halfway break there. But, you know, I just want to say thanks to the Adaires and little Matthew out in Arizona. He's an 8-year-old kid who needs some help. So if anybody can go donate blood and bone marrow, we'd appreciate it.
Always in search of others in a good cause, Sean Woodside.
That car entered as the bone marrow donor Pontiac, one of several race teams that support a very worthy cause. David Gilliland's car is wrecked. There is Sean Woodside's car. And Austin Cameron you saw walking from his car. You'll see there the contact as Matt Kobeluk comes up into Cameron.
Cameron goes round and round, and with no place to go, Gilliland just nails him. McDonald runs in the back.
And watch this go on, because look, they keep charging in there. Half the drivers refused to lift as they came to turn 2. And there's what started it. Bobby Dragon got woed up. So did Duncan. But a lot of drivers just kept coming. Ralph?
Well, Austin Cameron was the beginning of this problem. What happened there between you and Matt Kobeluk?
Well, that's the first I've heard that it was Matt Kobeluk. So I'm sorry to hear that, but you know, obviously he just wasn't using his brain. I mean, you know, we've had almost 200 laps of, you know, great racing around this place, and you know, I'm just sorry for Napa Belts and Hose to have to end their season with myself and Bill McAnally Racing like this. It's sad for them, and you know, we had a lot better car than that, and I mean, it showed. We got a good invert, and we were doing what we improved on the car. We took a little bar out of it, and there was nothing I wanted to do than win this thing for Bill and for Napa and everybody. And it just didn't come out that way, but hey, it's all right.
Austin, you're preparing to take yourself back east to chase a further step in your racing career. This will be the last race between you and Bill McAnally here. Can you put into terms how this relationship has been as you prepare now to move on?
Like been like a brother relationship. I have to say it like that because he has been, you know, just like a brother and a father and everything else. And so is Napa. They stuck with me through thick and thin, and you know, I gave them everything I had, and I know they gave me everything that they had. So good.
That's a heck of a job too. He's one heck of a race car driver, and we wish him the best. Hope he gets a truck or Busch ride like he's looking for, and he'll do somebody a heck of a job out there. So,
well, Bill, Napa has re-signed now for 2 more years, but there's nobody signed up to drive the 16. He's not sure where he's going. If you don't find a driver real soon, could he come back, or would you guys move up?
Hey, we'll find a car for Austin if he wants to come back and drive a race car. I'm sure Napa Auto Parts and Bill McAnally Racing will give him a seat anytime.
And Mike, I could bet the cell phone calls and the resumes are going to be flying back to Roseville, California at Bill McAnally's race shop, as a lot of anxious, hungry drivers will be trying to fill Austin Cameron's seat in that 16 next year.
Well, that's true, Ralph. The best news is that Austin's okay after a very hard crash. Not the one with the wall, but the one where Gilliland and others piled in. Let's ride along. It happens that fast.
And the worst thing in the world is to have that car turn around and look, and the entire field is heading for you.
They are cleaning up turn 2. There's quite a bit of fluid up there. And when they do, we'll be ready to restart in the Toyota All-Star Showdown. Out in this crash in turn number 2, triggered when the second and third place cars got together. We've got a couple more looks of it for you, including some of the drivers that just kept on coming after Matt Kovaluk and Austin Cameron got together. Look at the drivers. Caution lights are clearly out, but drivers just keep coming and coming at speed. Not so much Gilliland, who had nowhere to go, but look down at the bottom of the screen, the drivers that just keep racing on through here when clearly the caution lights are on. Here's the best look at it, Dick.
One of the things that made that hit so hard was Eddie McDonald in the one car whose front bumper was right in the back of Gilliland. So when they hit Austin Cameron's car, it was the weight of 2 cars going in, not just one.
So with all that carnage to clean up, we're still under the red flag. Jim Trado is with Kelly Moore.
He had a front row view of it. Kelly, what did you see entering turn 2? He's actually talking with the crew still, because under this red flag, the teams are looking at the damage. They are not able to touch the car. Now they're going to go ahead and do that anyway. But Kelly, what did you see?
Well, it looked like the couple cars up in front of me there were trying to make something happen before it was really there. And just really unfortunate. Snapper Auto Parts, Chevy, Bill Dodge was really running good. And, you know, we knew we were going to have a halfway back. We knew we was going to invert at least 6. So when we were sitting there in the pit, that didn't bother us a bit. We just was kind of buying our time, and we was going to loosen this car up a little bit, and we were going back to the front.
They are going to try to get this car back out here, guys. But again, the crew is assessing the damage now. The car's refiring back under yellow. They can get to work.
They've got a lot of work to do, but there's a chance they'll get Kelly Moore back in this to finish off his season. Mike Johnson, your leader. We'll be right back. California, the second annual Toyota All-Star Showdown. Red flag cleanup complete. We're back under caution. Mike Johnson, your leader. A further look at replays show that Matt Kovaluk, number 40, was on the brakes. Watch for the tire smoke as he gets into Austin Cameron.
Certainly would not have been a deliberate move. No one would do that deliberately.
Doesn't change the outcome, but it may, to the NASCAR officials, show a lack of intent to turn Cameron around. Yeah. Here are the drivers involved. Gilliland, who led 90 laps prior to the break. Cameron, Kelly Moore, Sean Woodside, Eddie McDonald, and Matt Kovaluk.
A lot of wrecked cars, badly wrecked cars. Woodside's car, what's left of it, front and rear.
One to go. We'll go back to green. Kelly Moore is back in the race.
How? How did they fix that thing? My gosh. No hood.
Fix being a relative term.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be all that fast, but at least he's out there.
Well, nobody wants to end their season on the trailer, Dick.
No,
that's why.
No, you're right, Mike. They sure don't. No, give it another try.
Now only green flag laps count, so here we go. Mike Johnson gets away this time from Kovaluk. Ryan Moore, Lynch, and here comes Mike Olson in the yellow car on the bottom. Oh, turn around. Woods went around off either Ryan Hoare or Brett Thompson's front bumper.
I don't think he hit anything.
I don't think he did. A quickie caution, and Tim Woods drives away. Let's take a break. We'll come back, we hope, to green flag racing again.